It's easy to spot a red car in traffic if you're looking for a red car. And that's similar to how your perspective on life works. If you're not looking for something specific, you won't see it even when it's right under your nose. That's why people with a great mindset, they see things others can't. They know what to look for. They're accustomed to how things work. But this involves much more than just changing your perspective. So here are 15 ways to upgrade your mindset. Welcome to Alux.com, the place where future billionaires come to get inspired. Number 1, set a timer for your social media. The first thing you need to do to upgrade your mindset is to put a cap on the things that literally damage your brain. You can set up daily limited timers for all the social media platforms from your phone. When the time is up, so is your social media consumption. If you ever wanted a productivity tool, this is it. We've been using it for months. From the negative impact on self-esteem to straight-up addiction, social media can really harm the development of a healthy mindset. No, those motivational quotes don't do anything for you if all you do is look at them. So start with limiting your social media intake. This is great advice in general, not only for working on your mindset. Number 2, add a healthy intake of perspective. A poor mindset lacks perspective or different ways to look at things. When was the last time you said to yourself, I never looked at it like that before? If you've never said this ever, that's a big red flag. You don't have to agree with every different perspective to be able to understand them. But it's important to expand your horizon of possibilities. So, how exactly do you do that? Well, for starters, you could download the Alux app. Every week we upload a new wisdom story, available even without a subscription, that offers up these kinds of perspective-shifting moments. You can download it for free at Alux.com/app. Another good move is to add in more podcasts, books, and talks into your media intake. Following good Twitter threads can work too. Longtime Aluxers are already doing this by watching these kinds of videos. The point is, you need to hear what other people have to say about things. You need to hear deep conversations that really make you think. You'll be surprised how one golden nugget of information can change your whole perspective. Number 3, tone down your ego. The biggest enemy of progress is you. It all starts in your head. And if the root of all your thoughts is rotten with ego, you don't allow yourself to grow. Ego is like a balloon that represents how much you value and believe in yourself. And just like a balloon, ego can get too big, and that's when it starts to hold you back from growing. When your ego is overinflated, it can cause you to become arrogant and believe you always know what's best. This can result in you becoming close-minded, resistant to new ideas, and less likely to seek out help or advice. Think of it like this. When you've got a big balloon ego, it can block out your vision and prevent you from seeing things in the world around you. It's like trying to navigate a maze with a big, puffy balloon right in front of your face. You can't see the twists and turns, and you're likely to bump into the walls and get stuck. Number 4, surround yourself with doers. First off, being around people who take action is like a shot of caffeine to your motivation levels. When you see others taking action and reaching their goals, it makes you believe that you can do the same. Plus, when you're surrounded by people who are pushing themselves to be their best, it keeps you accountable and on track. And this works because you're ultimately comparing yourself to them. If they can do it, why can't you? This opens up your horizon to what's actually doable and what isn't. That saying that you are the sum of the 5 people you spend most of your time with will always be true. And we're not just talking here about only befriending entrepreneurs and CEOs. We're talking about people from all walks of life who take their future into their own hands. Number 5, renounce old ideas. Your parents taught you how the world works, or at least you think they did. In reality, though, they only showed you how they think the world works. The same can be said about your teachers and your early mentors. A certain mentality can get you up to a point, but to move forward, you need to be able to evolve. Don't hold old beliefs too close to you. Your ability to change your mind is a predicament to how much you can grow. Number 6, stop the autopilot. The majority of things you do in a single day runs on autopilot. You don't even really think about it anymore, you just do it. Your thoughts run the same way. If you're used to thinking in a certain way, you won't be able to change it unless you manually shut off the autopilot. For example, you're now breathing manually. Notice your sudden realization that you have to actually breathe and it doesn't magically happen? Well, it's the same with your thought patterns. If you always get angry in traffic, you will always expect to get angry without anything happening yet. Be aware of your thoughts and ask yourself why exactly you're thinking this way. Number 7, finish what you started. Whatever you're doing, complete it, unless it's something really stupid. Too many people start a bunch of things and leave them half done. They lack accountability to responsibility, and without these two things, it's impossible to grow your mindset. Don't put things on hold for too long, and don't start something if you know you're not going to finish it. And on a similar note, number 8, don't half-ass it. Take everything you do super seriously, including the moments when you take a break. This is important because in order to build a strong mindset, you need to flex your muscle ability as hard and as often as you can. You'll see that once you start to actually try your best, you'll find that your best keeps increasing. You can never know what your limits are if you don't actually try to move them further away. Number 9. Don't be afraid to be stupid. Or in other words, have a learner's mentality. Don't avoid situations where you have nothing valuable to add. And don't avoid conversations where you don't have anything to say. It's the only way to become aware of your shortcomings and also keep your ego in check. Number 10, educate yourself. It goes without saying that education will always be a big part in upgrading your mindset. Every great mind in the world always keeps educating themselves. Now, here's a little secret. You don't have to become a bookworm to educate yourself. As a matter of fact, you can educate yourself in about 10 to 15 minutes a day. And the way to do that is through curated knowledge. That is something we provide every single day on the Alux app through our daily sessions. There are also plenty of newsletters out there that summarize all the important events in a particular field each day. There are Twitter threads that keep you informed on what's going on in the world. Hell, you could ask ChatGPT to summarize all the best books in the world for you. You need to be really aware that education has been democratized and you need to take advantage of it. We might do a dedicated video all about this topic, so let us know in the comments if you'd like to see it. Number 11, say yes more often. Sometimes you need to say no more often, and sometimes you need to say yes. This is a situation where saying yes has more benefits. You need to make yourself available to circumstances that will make you slightly uncomfortable, and that won't happen if you stay alone in your house not talking to anyone. Be more outgoing when you can. Go to events, meet new people, have different experiences. It helps to see how life looks from different angles. And who knows, maybe you'll find another side of you, a side that you never even knew existed. Number 12, study high achievers. This is where role models and mentors come in. Now, here's something you probably didn't think of. A mentor doesn't have to be someone who you talk to every day. As a matter of fact, it doesn't even have to be someone you personally know. A mentor can simply be someone whose way of thinking challenges your views. Imagine all the great thinkers in the world are your personal mentors, and everything they wrote or said is just for you. All you have to do is listen to what they have to say and then make your own judgment. Number 13, increase your decision-making skills. Decision-making is a skill a lot of people struggle with, and there are two main reasons for that. One is a lack of patience, and the other is the inability to trade with the future. Now, we've covered this topic multiple times in our videos, but in essence, decision-making is your ability to see the bigger picture beyond the surface level and make educated guesses. Those at the heights of their career get paid solely on their decision-making skills. So increase that skill and your mindset will grow with it. Number 14, take the lead when you can. Whenever you have the option, take the lead. Be the one who calls the shots and deals the cards. You won't get it right every time, and not everyone's going to agree with you, and that's the point. Taking the lead builds character and mental stamina. It forces you to outgrow your current position and become a better, more articulate version of yourself, which in turn grows your mindset. Number 15, practice gratitude. And finally, we want to end this one with gratitude, and here's the reason why we're mentioning this. Sometimes you need to see how far you've come in order to realize how much further you can push. Take a look back at the earlier versions of yourself. Is your mind more open than it was 5 years ago? Can you make better decisions now than you could 5 years ago? Can you make peace with more things now than you could 5 years ago? This means growth, Aluxer. The thing with mindset is it doesn't really stop changing. You might have some core values you hold dear, but the way you apply them to the world will keep changing over the years. It's a lifelong process. So start doing these things. Take your time, and in 5 years from now, take a look back at this moment and see how far you've come yet again. And of course, as a thanks for sticking with us until the end, we've got a bonus for the true Aluxers. Number 16, trial by fire. The fastest way to upgrade your mindset is trial by fire. Equip yourself with resilience and a blind trust in yourself, and take on something that's way too much to handle. Make a plan, realize halfway it's not going to work, adapt. Panic, reiterate again, do your best, and try to make something worth sharing with the world. It's gonna feel chaotic and messy, but after you do it and you see the final outcome is actually not that bad, you'll realize that this is how most things work. Life is chaotic and messy, and a good mindset means you can take the chaos and make something great out of it. Thank you for watching this video, Aluxer. If you found it valuable, consider subscribing to our channel and joining our awesome community. And if you're still hungry for more, we handpicked this video for you to watch next, or head over to our website for more amazing content. See you tomorrow.